What is up, guys? Railroad Preserver 2000 here, and I'm back again to do another vlog. This one is concerning a rather sort of topic that I have been wanting to try and discuss for years now, but it's about, if you guys have seen my channel, you should know that although there is a few videos of me riding behind steam locomotives, there are actually ones I've rode on in trips. And from what I've seen with other major rail fan channels, those rail fans have actually been able to witness and be able to attend mainline steam excursions or rail fan events involving steam locomotives. The only ones I've seen running and been able to ride behind running are at Strasburg, Pennsylvania, the White Passing Yukon route in Skagway, Alaska, the Cass Scenic Railroad, and I think, and the Roundhouse Railroad Museum in Savannah, and I never filmed that due to the railroad line there being pretty much obliterated. But, yeah. I would have been, and I mean, this all started when, of course, I found out the 611 was being restored. I got to see it being restored, but I didn't get a chance. I wasn't in Spencer at the time when when it made its first move back to Roanoke, and by the time I did see it, it had already returned to Roanoke. I wasn't there when it came home, and I wish I could have been there to see it. I've been wanting to ride behind a mainline steam excursion for years, but for now, due to the reason I've not been able to attend them is because, they're held at a time where I'm just unable to attend it, which is where, like right now when I'm in school, or by the time the breaks my school lets me and the other students go on, comes around, it's at an inconvenient time because, in other words, the excursions behind steam are being held in that month, but they're being held before I could even plan on being able to come, because I'd be in school by the time the date came around. So me going there would be pointless. And also, they're too far away. Half of the excursions are on Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific, and railroads that are just not are rarely seen in Georgia. Heck, CSX is the only one that runs through Georgia, at least in the part I live in, and they have an anti-steam policy. They're not going to be running steam any time in my lifetime, until a new president comes around that's kind enough to change the mindset of that. But I don't know, and I don't know if I'll be able to see any mainline steam excursions. I'd give anything to ride behind them, but the chances of me ever being able to do that are slim, unfortunately, very slim. But, I'll try to do what I can. If anything, I don't know if anyone at Norfolk Southern is watching this. If you end up seeing this video, I'm not trying to upset any of y'all over there at the STEAM program. I'm glad y'all are doing it, because STEAM excursions these days are becoming rarer and rarer, are becoming rather rare here, and I've never gotten to ride behind a mainline steam excursion, and I'd give anything to do it. The only time I saw 611 running was when it was on the ferry move for Thomasville, North Carolina, and the only way I could see that in person was through the live webcams of Virtual Railfan, and I recorded it, but when I trimmed the video footage of the 611, when I tried to trim it to where the train actually appeared, I lost the footage. I lost it, and after that, I've not trimmed most of my videos since because of that reason. Because if that ever would have come up again, I'd like to at least film it, even if I get on the cams an hour early. But I don't know if I'm like I say, until I get out of school or finish school, that's probably going to be the only chance I'll have to probably attend some of these events. And so to be honest, don't know if I'll be able to even then, but for now, this question of mine is going to continue to linger, and probably will linger for quite some time. So, trust me, I hope I get to ride behind the 611 before before it's probably retired again. I don't know. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but still, every steam locomotive has to be retired at some point to get either an overhaul or maintenance done on it, so I can understand that. But I can't go to every scenic railroad that has steam and end up being able to see it. But either way, I'll at least be returning to one railroad. I managed to film the Cass Scenic Railroad, and I'll probably be able to do the Durban Rocket. When I was there the first time, I only filmed the train coming into Durban. I never filmed it on any footage on the train, so I actually plan to do that. And I'm actually going to be able to do that. We'll be able to do the Durban Rocket and the Cass Scenic Railroad, and we're actually going to be doing both Whitaker and Bald Knob. I think, I could be wrong, but either way, I think, from what I was told, we're going to do both of those, and then also go to Durban to do the Durban Rocket. So that's going to be 3 train rides, 2 on one railroad, 1 on the other. All steam, hopefully. So, and who knows? From what I've seen on YouTube recently, there was a video where they've actually gotten part of the Durban line rebuilt in Cass. So, shout out to the Cass Scenic Railroad for doing a good job and having the job well done. I hope you guys get to Durban, because, they actually have a Rod steam locomotive being restored to run on that section of the track once it's complete. And if I'm right, I'm betting they're going to have it anchored to whatever the roadbed they have so it doesn't get washed out again like it did in the 80s. But still, the question of whether I'll be able to personally experience a mainline steam excursion or a steam-powered excursion in general, like in person, either trackside or on it, riding behind the steam engine, is very, very doubtful at this time. So I don't know. I hope I get to experience it, but I don't know if I will. Not right now anyway, but you never know. Maybe one day I will, and who knows, maybe things will change and I might be able to see it sooner. But until I manage to get any luck on that or any information as to when I could attend at an earlier date, I will let my viewers know. But for now, this is Railroad Preserver 2000 saying, hasta la vista, baby. And I'm pretty sure this video is probably going to come out upside down, so I do apologize for that. So, yeah, sorry, but yeah, see y'all later.